Sana, on Friday on Inimba, we saw Mgidi Azande. Oh, Sana. The Mgidi was beautiful. Oh, Sana, like beauty. One thing about that Mgidi made me wish I was a Xhosa. Also, one thing about Inimba events, Sana, they never miss. Okay, the Mgidi was on point. Everything was beauty stunning. However, that was last week, Friday. This week, we are going to be witnessing a drama aspect to business, a drama as usual. I'm like, how can Inimba give us such a beautiful event and they don't even let us recover from such beauty? Nope, we go straight to drama. So, Mawethu did come and told Mr. Zondo, no, the mole is actually Luandle. And listen, Mawethu came with proof, okay? He came with proof that indeed Luandle was at the Khusela offices. And Ulwandle did try to deny it a bit, but he was like, you know what, I'm already caught. I might as well express my anger and my frustrations towards my father. So that's exactly what he did. He expressed his anger towards Usigny, that Signy does not deserve to have anything good. Signy is not a good dad. Signy this. So out of anger, Signy strangled Ulwandle. And I just know that Utlengiwe will be the mediator. And obviously Utlengiwe will always look for best. And I mean, Tlengiwe is Rwandle's mother at the end of the day. She have clearly expressed that she adores her son and there is nothing wrong her son can ever do in her eyes. But also, guys, I saw Lwandle at the Khusela Tech signing something else. I'm like, what is Lwandle signing in Khusela now? As he's signing the rest of the shares, because remember, him and Lazarus previously agreed on 10%. And now it seems like Lwandle is going to have a fallout with Signy. Signy is finding out that Lwandle is a mole. And listen, Signy does not even have half of the truth of what is going on, okay? The only thing that he knows right now is that Lwandle has just Lwandle has cost them a contract, right? But he does not know that actually the Khusela have shares on his company now. And I think when he found out, he's just going to lose his mind. He's going to lose his mind. And something tells me that Lwandle, actually driven by anger, oh my gosh, Lwandle, Lwandle cannot think at all. Driven by anger, he went and signed over all the rest of his other shares to Lazarus and also Lega, even though they are not promising him a position in Khusela. But I think after he signed the rest of his shares, they might as well consider, because this will be so unfair if Lwandle is just going to keep on signing over the shares and he gets absolutely nothing in return. Anyway, what else we can expect also on this week is Uzethu is gonna be going to labor. Oh, Sana, one thing about Inimba, they don't waste time. Everything must be hush or wrap up. Like, we just find out about Zethu's pregnancy as in like yesterday, okay? And Zethu is now going to be giving a birth. Also, we're gonna be seeing Zethu's sister Uthokozile. And I'm like, what is Thokozile doing here? I feel like there is a storyline that is cooking there. Well, Thokozile still Zethu's child, but why would Thokozile still Zethu's child when Thokozile have her own 3 kids that she is failing to care for, You can never really know. One thing for sure is that Uzethu beno Thumeka will definitely bump heads. You know how Thumeka wants to be hands-on. Thumeka will just practically treat that baby like it's hers, and Zethu will constantly have to remind Thumeka, was chill out. This is not your baby, it's my baby. So those two, I do see them bumping on each other's head. I was never ready for this version of Lazarus. Sana, the ruthless in his eyes when he is coming for the Zondo Tech. Poor Somjica, poor Somjica. Mawethu definitely does not deserve this whole thing, okay? Yeah, when it comes to Lwandle, I don't even want to talk about him because I'm just like, Lwandle, babe, I can't believe you, okay? So Lwandle had a conversation with Lazarus where, like, you can tell that he is pressing his, like, he wants to find out when is he coming to work in Zondo Tech, not Zondo Tech, in Khosela Tech, you know. And apparently Lazarus was very cold, you know. Lazarus was very cold but like, listen, you will find out tomorrow. I'll send you everything, all the documents. I need to sign up. I need to know that I own 10% of Zondo Tech first before you come to work here. And I'm just like, what kind of a dummy is Lwandle? Why is he not getting the signs that probably this deal will never happen? You know, chances of this deal happening are like 0 to nothing. And on the other side, Mawethu is drinking himself to death because he's just like, he can't believe what he has sacrificed for the Zondo Tech. You know, he left Khosela Tech, he left his job in Khosela Tech, and he went and helped uSigny build an empire, and yet he is the first one to be suspected of being a mole and the first one to be suspended. He's just, you know, he's drowning his sorrows. Portia is also in like a difficult position because she has to choose between her own career or saving her boyfriend. And honestly, being a woman nowadays, please be selfish with your bag and be selfish with your money. If you feel like really you have to be that selfish and choose your bag over helping indoda, sana be selfish, choose your bag over helping indoda. Now we have Ulimise Uthumega, who is pressing on Uzethu. Uzethu is like, can I breathe? Limise is like, no, you ain't breathing. So Uzethu and Olani planned to go to a scan together, but Ulimise was like, I am the grandmother, I want to come with Kaloku. So Ulimise came, tag along. And now the doctor is asking, do you guys want to find out the gender? Not Ulimise saying, we want to find out. And Uzethu is like, chill out, okay? Chill out. This is my baby. It's not your baby. I don't want to find out the gender. I want to find out at birth. I want to know if the baby is a girl or is a boy at birth. And Ulimise Sana is not having it. Ulimise is like, what do you mean? Because I want to know now. Uzethu had to just politely, and it was not very much polite, but Uzethu had to just be like, ay ma, oh, at the end of the day, this is my baby, it's not your baby. So please chill out. Chill out. I'm like, someone needs to put Limise in her place. Meanwhile, they are preparing for Umgidi Azande. Wenzanje nomdozeli nkwenkwe. Enzanje nomdozeli nkwenkwe. Sana uDubs uzabe happy emgidini womntanakhe. Love this for uDubs. I really do.
Oh, Sana, poor Mawethu. Lwandle just threw him under the bus just to save his own skin. So Lwandle has been working with Khosela Tech and making sure that his father's company does not go forward because he's filled with aversions toward his father. However, this whole thing is coming back to Mawethu, and if there's one person who definitely does not deserve all this, it is Mawethu. So Mr. Zondo has definitely told Mawethu that, listen, you are definitely my number one suspect, and there's a whole thing, and you should know that you are in the position of being suspected. Portia, on the other hand, cannot help Mawethu because she cannot compromise her own career. She really wants the position of being the CIO, and I think I get where Portia is coming from. But Portia went and went to Uqhawe. Uqhawe went and confronted her parents, and Lazarus is not having it. Lazarus is like, listen, Uqhawe, you are an employee here, just like any other employees. Things that we do not tell you is because we are not ready to tell the rest of the staff. And when we are ready to tell the rest of the staff, believe in me, you will be the first one to know. But yes, we are working with Lwandle, and there is a possibility that Lwandle will come and work in Khosela Tech after all is done. I felt nothing for Mr. Zondo. I will say this. I'm just shocked how Lwandle is willing to betray his father the way that he's betraying his father. And I am so worried about Usomjika Umawethu, who definitely does not deserve this at all. And he may lose his job. The Zondo company will be weak, And Sydney honestly does not have a brain of his own. That's why sometimes it's hard to feel sorry for him. Because I'm like, think for yourself, use your own brain, And he just does not know how to use his own brain or to think for himself. Even his wife was advising him, saying, no, I trust Lwandle more than Mawethu. We are family always look after one another. I'm just like, Sydney, have your own brains, bro. Like, have your own brains and think for yourself. Anyway, I cannot wait for Friday to see Umgidi Ka Azande. Definitely cannot wait for that one.
Oh, Sana Lazarus is willing to go too far just to get back at Zondo Tech. So now, it seems like Lwandle has come back with the information that Mawethu and Sydney are suspecting something. Lazarus is like, listen, let's throw Mawethu under the bus. Let's let Mawethu be suspected of being a mole. Or else, if you can't do that, because it seems like Lwandle was like, no, I can't do that to Mawethu. Mawethu has never done anything to me. And in all honesty, I thought that Lwandle and Mawethu have a form of a friendship. But Lazarus is like, listen, it's either we provide proof that you are the mole, or we let Mawethu takes all the blame. Knowing how selfish Lwandle is, Lwandle will definitely let Mawethu take all the blame for his selfish behavior. Now, the tricky part is that Mawethu's girlfriend, on the other hand, has found out that Lwandle is the mole. This is also compromising her career because, listen, she wants to be CIO. She really wants that position. So right now, she cannot go back to Mawethu and say, Mawethu, just because me and you have a romantic thing going on, here is the information that I'm willing to provide you with. Sana, I am just not happy for how things are unfolding for Mawethu. I'm like, does he really deserve this though? Like, is this what Mawethu deserves? You know what I mean? On the other hand, the romantic, strong chemistry between Uxolani and Uzethu is growing strong. Not them making out on Yanga's bed. On Linkamva's bed. And of course, Hlati found them on Hlati on Linkamva's bed, and this made him angry, okay? Because he was like, what do you mean you all are making out on Linkamva's bed? Okay, just last week we were celebrating Linkamva's graduation and you guys are making out. I feel like it's a bit, I don't know if it's a bit disrespectful or not, but they should make out, because at the end of the day, the parents have agreed that they should, this whole relationship thing should go on and it should continue. So hiding it and not being able to be themselves or making out or whatever, it creates a lot of fiction, and I feel like the parents should just get used to Zethu and Xolani. On the other hand, this week again was coming up on Inimba. Umgidi Zenande. Is it Zenande? Yes. So Zenande has finally become a man in a closer cast. Sana talking about it's never too late for anything in life. It's never too late for anything in life, because why is Zenande going back to initiation school in his 30s? Okay, and the way he is so well celebrated by the family everyone really just show up. Listen, when I tell you that the Ngogana family decided to come together and celebrate Azande, the Ngogana family decided that if there's one thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna come together and we're going to celebrate this journey with Azande. So Azande is coming back. Hopefully he is not coming back as the annoying Azande that he was. Oh Sana, he was so annoying. Hopefully him being a man will definitely change his character as well. Praying for him at this point, like seriously praying for him. Yo, Sana, I was never ready to see AI version of Linkamva. So it's finally Linkamva's graduation party. When I tell you that everyone came through for Linkamva, including Zolega and Lazarus. They made a huge graduation celebration party that was hosted in Sandega's house. And of course, this came as a huge surprise to Utumega and Uhlati, as they never expected it. Well, Yanga, thinking with a young mind and a naive mind, she thought it would be nice. It would be such a cute gesture if she were to do something for her parents so that they will feel Yanga's presence within them in the room. So we all know about AI. AI nowadays, it does the impossible. Okay, whatever that you thought it's impossible is very much possible with AI. So Yanga created a version of Yanga wearing his graduation clothes, wanting to send a message within his family. Oh, Sana Utumega broke down right there and then. And I definitely think, and I'm afraid that Hlati was right about Utumega. I don't think Tumega will be able to take this as a cute gesture. I don't know if it's gonna rub Utumega in a sort of way, because we saw that Tumega was now healing. Tumega was now willing to let go that, you know what, it is what it is. Things in life happens. Linkamva is not with us in a way. She have to move on, you know, whatever that moving on means, but it has to happen. But as soon as she sang Kamva, I was so shocked also. I was just never ready, okay? I don't know. It feels like it's have taken Utumega 100 steps back. And the whole family was just shocked, honestly. You know, no one was happy. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see tonight. How will the family react? So do you think young Yanga went too far trying this cute gesture for her family? And Nkamva's graduation. And I don't know, to me it does seems like Uhlati really is putting Tumega's feelings, because he's like, no, we cannot attend this graduation because it may bring back old wounds that we all think that they have healed, you know. But Utumega is like, no, I'm good and strong to go and attend my son's graduation. Listen, I do not have a problem with attending my son's graduation. But then Utumega started to take Nkamva's picture and talking to Nkamva as if Nkamva is here, or as if Nkamva will actually be present on that graduation day. He will be the one who will be collecting his degree. And for some reason, Uhlati started to feel sorry for Utumega and her mental health, thinking, no, this cannot be a good thing for Tums. It can really take her back to depression. I'm like, is Hlati being content? I'm not sure. Anyway, now they're having dinner, and Tumega and Linkamva are talking about the graduation. Tumega is even talking about getting more tickets to invite more family members. And for some reason, Hlati got annoyed and be like, listen up, huh? No one is going to attend that graduation party, not under my watch. Well, Uhlati, he always have controlling tendencies, and that's one thing we know about him. He's like, I am the man of this house, and what I say goes. So therefore, as long as I am still the man of this house, I say no one, absolutely no one will attend the graduation party without my consent. No one is going there. And I'm just like, why every time I feel like Thumeka and Hlansi's relationship is improving, it goes back? I feel like the relationship is improving, it goes back. Like, what? These two, I don't think they were made for this marriage thing. Meanwhile, we were about to witness the biggest argument between Lazarus and Thumeka, not